Israel's decision is responsible and prudent, Danon. The ambassador stated that Israel will participate in the UN Security Council meeting and that its decision is responsible and prudent. At the request of Somalia, the United Nations Security Council will discuss Israel's recognition of Somaliland as a state. This urgent meeting of the Council will discuss today, Monday, the Israeli decision, which was opposed by the African Union, the European Union, and other countries. Israel's ambassador to the United Nations, Danon, wrote on his Twitter page that Israel would participate, saying, "We will not distance ourselves from political discussions. Israel will continue to take responsible and prudent steps to strengthen its cooperation with partners who contribute to regional stability." The opposition to Israel is hypocrisy, Foreign Minister. The Israeli Foreign Minister has slammed the ongoing protests against Israel's recognition of Somaliland as a sign of hypocrisy. Various countries and organizations have been expressing their opposition for the past 3 days following Israel's recognition of Somaliland, which declared its independence from Somalia. Israel has become the first country to recognize Somaliland, which has been independent from the central government of Somalia for more than 30 years. Several Arab countries, the Arab League, the African Union, IGAD, the European Union, and others have strongly condemned Israel's recognition of Somaliland. Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar responded to the strong opposition his country faced by saying that Somaliland was not created in the past few days, noting that it has existed for more than 3 decades. The minister said that Somaliland has been a country for more than 34 years and dismissed the attack on Israel's recognition as hypocrisy. Israel decides for itself who it recognizes and with whom it has diplomatic relations, Foreign Minister Sa'ar said, dismissing the opposition his country has faced. Taliban says Israel's recognition of Somaliland aims to divide Islamic country. Afghan Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaq, the copyright holder of the Taliban government that rules Afghanistan, has condemned Israel's recognition of Somaliland. The Afghan Foreign Ministry condemned Israel's decision, saying it aims to divide the Islamic country. The ministry said in a statement that the decision violates international law and will have a negative impact on regional stability and peace. Israel recognized Somaliland as a sovereign state last Friday. Following Israel's recognition, Somalia, Egypt, Turkey, Djibouti, and the African Union opposed the decision. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he would expand cooperation with Somaliland in the fields of agriculture, health, and technology. Somaliland President Abdirahman Mohamed Abdullahi called the recognition of Israel historic and said the decision would mark the beginning of a strategic partnership between the two countries. The leader of Yemen's Houthi rebels has warned that Israel will be considered a military target if it enters Somaliland, the French news agency AFP reported. The rebel group warned in a statement on Sunday that it would attack Israel, which has recognized Somaliland as a state, if it were present in Somaliland, considering it a suitable military target. "We consider any Israeli activity in Somaliland as a military target because it poses a threat to our military forces," he said. The group's leader, Abdul Malik al-Houthi, warned in a statement on Sunday that Israel's presence in Somaliland was a threat to the security of Somalia and Yemen, as well as the region. Israel on Friday became the first country to recognize Somaliland as a sovereign state. The group's leader warned in a statement that Israel's decision would have serious consequences, saying its recognition of Somaliland is an act of aggression aimed at Somalia and surrounding Africans, as well as Yemen, the Red Sea, and the countries surrounding the Red Sea. Somaliland, which has been struggling for recognition for more than 3 decades, is located in a crucial location in the Gulf of Aden. Regional political analysts say that Somaliland's recognition by Israel will give it a strategic location on the Red Sea that would allow it to easily attack Houthi militants in Yemen. The Houthis have repeatedly attacked commercial vessels operating in Israel and the Red Sea since the September 26, 2016 Hamas attack. Israel, for its part, has carried out strikes on Houthi rebel military positions and senior leaders, killing military leaders. China asks Eritrea to stand by Somalia at the Security Council. China called on Eritrea to defend Somalia's sovereignty at a meeting of the United Nations Security Council on the recognition of Somaliland today, Monday. China has called on Eritrea to assume its moral responsibility by calling on the Council to make a firm response to Israel's recognition of Somaliland, similar to Taiwan's. In a statement issued on Sunday, Eritrea's Ministry of Information called Israel's recognition of Somaliland an issue that has been brewing for a long time to create a dangerous regional and international crisis and chaos. Therefore, it is an issue that requires an unequivocal response from the United Nations Security Council and its members, the statement said. In this regard, since this issue is similar to the Taiwan issue, the People's Republic of China must fulfill its moral responsibility in light of the position it is promoting, Eritrea said, calling on China to promote a position opposing the recognition of Somaliland in the Security Council. China is among the countries that have opposed Israel's recognition, while Eritrea has also opposed Israel's move. Eritrea opposed the agreement reached between Ethiopia and Somaliland 2 years ago and officially supported Somalia. The United Nations Security Council will discuss Israel's recognition of Somaliland, which has been a major topic of discussion for the past 3 days on Monday, December 20th, 2018 Ethiopian calendar.